Someone's dropped out like a kid.
Annyeonghaseyo Dota 2 fans! Welcome back to the Nexon Starter League. We have waited an entire weekend and we are back here with more Korean Dota. We are starting off the day with Bird Gang and Eye of the Tiger Korea, and after that we'll be going on to your favorites FX Open, of course, as well as Kellogg Tiger Power with Jesus Stick, your favorite player. But I'm here, like Sonar, I'm here with Gods today. Gonna be casting Nexon Starter League. Gods finally with me. And yep, Korean Dota for you Gods. Is this the first time watching it? Did you see the VODs?
I saw some of the VODs because I heard all about Jesus Stick, I heard all about Space Cow, and I had to catch it. Bruno's been saying for so long, more teams need to pick the Space Cow, and I hope we get to see more of him today.
Yeah. Alright, meanwhile guys, I'm keeping the chat open. Tell me if there are any sound issues with God's Skype as well. I'm monitoring the mic on my end as well as the other end so that I do not blow out your eardrums like some of you guys complained last week. So hopefully that's all in order. Yeah? Yeah, God says you were saying.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing from the Korean teams is just all the cool picks we're seeing from them. We had the Spirit Breaker last year. It's a completely different scene, a completely different metagame there. They're kind of learning Dota 2 like competitively as they go. They're obviously skilled players, but none of these players have really played on a competitive level. And now we're seeing them bring out like a whole new style and just make the whole competitive scene really interesting.
Yep, and let me turn on my open mic for a moment. Yeah, and what we see here, Bird Gang as well as FX Open, I guess they are the ones that are the more favored in this tournament, but everyone's rooting for Tiger Power because of Jesus Stick. So
Yeah.
well, the chat's biased, but Bird Gang,
favorite.
yeah, Bird Gang are a pretty decent team. I saw them take it 2-0. They're the only ones that take it 2-0 in the groups, well, in the quarterfinals. EoT Tiger, they did struggle a little bit against Symphony. Symphony pulled some... No, wait, no. EoT Tiger played against BMS, yes. BMS pulled some very good... The Magic Boys, for you guys that watched last week, yep. They put some perfect counter initiation, got that Spectre farmed up, but they lost the next two games because their hard carry player just didn't know how to last hit. I don't know how to say this. I don't really know how to say this anyway else. He just didn't know how to last hit. He was really bad with the last hits. He couldn't farm, and well, his team played well. The Bat Rider got some momentum going, but he just couldn't farm and he got knocked out. EoT Tiger, I feel that they are the underdogs here. They got through their quarterfinals because, well, the BMS hard carry wasn't the best. That's pretty much how I can say it.
Alright, well, it sounds like Bird Gang is going to be a much tougher opponent from... Speaking of Bird Gang, they've picked up one flying hero already. They've got the Outworld Devourer, which is, well, one of the new popular heroes as a solo mid, as sort of a carry or semi-carry. He's so powerful. Well, they're going with the flying team so far. Bird Gang with the OD and Jakiro for Eye of the Tiger.
Yep, and the thing that the chat's actually saying right now, they say Jakiro, prepare yourself because, well, Jakiro has a very bad losing streak in this entire Nexon Starter League. All Jakiros have been feeding really hard this entire tournament, so you're gonna see if that continues. And yeah, so we'll see if actually Jakiro can make it out here, because, or is he going to be cursed with bad luck? Because, well, like I said, Jakiro has been doing very poorly. 0-9, 0-11 another game, I'm not so sure, but just really bad this entire tournament.
Well, we'll see how he does here for Eye of the Tiger. They've got their work up. And there's actually a Warlock being banned out. That's a hero you don't often see banned. Did you get to see any Warlock last weekend?
Yeah, I believe some team ran Warlock off lane. It was against Bird Gang, but the Warlock didn't really add Fatal Bonds. That's the only time we saw Warlock.
Okay.
The Warlock, well, they played off lane. He had more farm than the hard carry, and I don't know. It just didn't work out for them. He didn't add any Fatal Bonds. He went stats as well as the heal. Not the best build for Warlock, and that was the only time we saw him. Yeah, and Bird Gang just rolled over that really quickly. Maybe they had bad experiences with Warlock. You never know, because OD is actually very strong against the Golem. 3 hits, and he will destroy the Golem with the AWP. So I'm not so sure what's the thought process behind that.
Yeah, and even most teams use Warlock as a solo mid. I think OD does okay. It should do well against Warlock because you can steal his intelligence and then just manage to outlast him pretty well there. I guess Warlock is a bit tankier and can't be dominated mid, but it's an interesting ban anyways. And now it's the third pick coming out for Bird Gang. They've got most likely their solo mid. They've got one of their supports, and they're going to pick up another support. So they've got Nix and Lestrak, most likely their two support heroes.
Yeah, Lestrak is going to have good natural synergy as well with OD. OD a little bit in the early stages, but when the 4 seconds starts setting in, it's a little bit difficult. But OD as well as the Nyx Assassin will be good setups for the Leshrac. And it allows them to push towers once they get the kill. So Leshrac is a good pick. It's a little bit of a risky one because if he falls behind, he gets picked off really easily. So
Yeah.
you have to see how he actually runs it. Because if the guys from last week, you guys watched Camel getting rolled over. The poor guy, the Camel 11, we called him Camel from, what's the team? Symphony? Yeah, he played Leshrac twice and he got rolled over really hard and everyone remembered him for that. So, yeah, it was a little sad about that guy. But, yeah, well, you see,
I always remember him as... I always remember Leshrac as the pony, because EG used to always run their 4 knights and then Leshrac. They'd have, like, Dragon Knight, the Holy Knight Chen, they'd have Omni Knight, and then there'd be a Leshrac in there. You're like, oh, the pony for the knights. But,
yeah, but now there's a lot of Evanus. We have 5 knights.
Yeah. Okay. I think there is 5 knights because they would sometimes run Sven, who is well in Dota 1 he was the rogue knight, so he was kind of a knight. And other times they would pick something else, some other knight. I don't know. I think there was 5 knights, except there wasn't a support hero knight. But Abaddon, he is a support hero.
Yeah,
so.
guys, they're saying they can't hear you in Dota TV,
What's with all
so
this
I think your
scribbling?
open mic shut off right now. So,
yeah.
But
Sorry
yeah, Eye of Tiger actually picks up and then dying. So that's something I've seen not so well. It hasn't been the best anyway. And the worst part about this is they did not ban Weaver. So I expect a Weaver coming up from Bird Gang right now. I think some other team ran against FXO. They got destroyed by March's. Is it March? Is it guy? Yeah, the March. They got destroyed by March's Weaver. So it was really bad for them because Undying doesn't fare too well against Weaver. He really thrives in heroes that can't get out of trouble with a blink or an escape. So it's really good against Lash, very good against Nyx Assassin. They will be in a lot of trouble in this cluster. In this cluster of units when the Gravestone does drop down. Ice Path is just going to make that even worse. And with Vacuum as well as a Tombstone is one of the most disastrous combos you can actually find yourself in. Vacuum into the Ice Path into Undying, it will be really, really hard to deal with. So Eye of Tiger have some wombo combo going on. You're going to see if it does actually pay off. Bird Gang actually go for the Gyrocopter, so some early damage coming out.
Yeah, this is both teams going for very strong tri-lanes. We've got Nyx, Leshrac, and Gyrocopter for Bird Gang, and then Eye of the Tiger. They've got the Undying, Jakiro. They haven't got their carry for the tri-lane yet. There's plenty of different options for them. And then, like you say, the wombo combo team, like Darkseid Jakiro is one of the most scary and hard combos to push into, and that's just 2 heroes. On top of that, you can put more AoE, more long-range spam, you can add some carry heroes to the mix, and you've got yourself a really scary team fight. So they haven't even got any big ultis yet. They couldn't pick up Weaver though, so that... Yeah, I like Weaver.
Yeah, because by picking a Weaver, they block Bird Gang from getting that as an off-laner, which would be really good against that Undying. So, very clever pick here from Eye of Tiger. Looks like they did count their cards there, but they took a little bit of a risk. If Bird Gang decided to go for the Weaver, they would find themselves in a little bit of a bind. But still, Gyrocopter does... Well, I wouldn't say he's a bad hero, and Flag Cannon will destroy zombies, no problem. So, will they? I'm not so sure. Does Flag Cannon work on zombies?
It should. I don't see why it wouldn't, and that would actually be a great way to get a lot of
familiars from Visage, so yeah, it was a bug for Visage. Yeah, it no longer works on those. So I'm not so sure if it still works on Undying zombies.
Maybe not.
Yeah, because
if it does, it's a great way of Gyrocopter getting some good early farming levels. Maybe it actually doesn't work because of that, but someone in the chat, I'm sure, does know the answer to that. But we'll see what the last 2 picks are going to be for these 2 teams. Neither team with their hard carry yet. OD can be run as your... Actually, no, sorry, when we're talking about Bird Gang have the Gyro. So they've got their carry, the OD as well as the Gyro. But Eye of the Tiger, unless they're running Weaver as a carry, don't really have their carry here yet.
And they ban Puck. Puck's going to be quite a problem as well if they do silence up the Nyx, silence up the Leshrac. That's some more burst damage coming to the table here. So Eye of Tiger, they won't be having that Puck. They might have a Queen of Pain option here. It would be good to destroy it, but Queen of Pain might not do too well against OD. That's a problem, and you might actually see them pick up a Razor. And there's one very good combo, one very good counter against OD in the pubs. It's Haska. Haska doesn't really need mana, so burning his intel doesn't really help you. So that's a possible option as well. But no, they're gonna go for the Clockwork here. Bird Gang will be going for that offlaner, hoping to trap the Weaver, praying he does not have that time lapse while he gets caught in the cogs, and of course isolating the Darkseer or Undying. It'll be a really good good thing for Clockwork to do as well, prevent Darkseer from getting into the right positions for those vacuums.
Yeah, I think it's a big hero to have against Jakiro especially, because that's kind of like the squishy support of the backline who, if you can stop him casting a spell, you should win the team fight, because Jakiro is going to be his Ice Path and Macropie, that combo is going to be so important for either Tiger and team fight. So Clockwork can engage on Jakiro, and they kill him off before he does too much damage, before he can combo with the Darkseer. It's going to be fantastic. Even catching out Darkseer is really nice, because maybe he can't get off the right vacuum wall combo that he's looking for. So I have the Tiger going to have to come up with a clever last pick here, I feel, because so far I like the Bird Gang draft a bit better.
Yeah, well, well, the chat's actually calling for Huskar, but yeah, guys, I know Huskar isn't Huskar
Space
isn't
Cow.
CM.
We need Space Cow.
Yeah, Space Cow will be good, but won't do well against OD either because you can just banish the target that's coming in. Another very good combo counter to Space Cow is of course the Naga Siren, but Eye of Tiger, Huskar is a good pick in pubs. That's why I said pubs, because it's only available in pubs, not CM. But they're gonna go for Luna, and there goes the Nova spam in the chat. Eye of Tiger will be going for that, well, I would say early to mid game kind of rush, like rush and crush kind of build, where they have a lot of bonus damage.
They don't have late game. They will lose late game against OD, Gyro, and even the supports like Nyx Assassin are really good late game, whereas Undying does not go well late game. So I think either Tiger have to do really well in the early game and the laning stage.
Yep, so yeah, there goes the Nova spam. And Eye of Tiger, they will be going for early towers, I feel, with the Tombstone drop down, their bonus damage from the Lunar Blessing. It will make Weaver hurt a lot as well, because he has that double attack. The Lunar Blessing will be multiplied. So we're gonna see how Eye of Tiger actually works out their draft here. They will not be playing late game like you said, Gods. And well, Bird Gang, it's up to them. It's not like they lack early game aggression. Gyrocopter, one of the best for early game aggression. Nyx Assassin, Leshrac. So if Eye of Tiger gets caught out early, Snowball could be the end of them. And yeah,
it really could be
into the game.
Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves into the game here. And Bird Gang, it's like you say, either Tiger is all about the early game, but Bird Gang, they have a really strong trial of their own. They could fight this early game. They're gonna have a Leshrac being played by Furious. They've got Hell Symphony playing the Gyrocopter, Big Bird on the Nyx Assassin. Of course, with Bird Gang, it's got to be a Big Bird on there. We've got the OD being played by MP, and then finally it's the Captain playing the Clockwork, which is going to be TB.
Yep, and meanwhile on the Dire side, it's going to be February playing as the Captain for Eye of Tiger, and Banwa is going to be on the Weaver Mafia. It's going to be on the Jakiro. Gonna see if he does survive or feed this game. Raisin, whichever you guys want to call him, is going to be on the Undying, and Wang Yu is going to be on the Luna, the hard carry. And we're going to see how well Luna does fare in this game. It's the second time Luna has been picked up here, and well, the first time did go really well. They did go for the level 1 Roche strat, not doing it this time because, well, it was pulled off by Symphony against Jesus Stick and friends, but yeah, it worked for that game. It worked for that game.
It's great to have the level 1 Roche.
Yeah, it really felt like the international attempt by Zenith.
Yeah.
I really felt like Lumi there.
Yeah.
I was like mentioning about the Lunar Blessing. Oh, they're bringing Basilius, they're doing this.
The interesting thing about either Tiger is what their lanes are going to be. They may be running a Luna solo mid. Luna's being pulled some regen, has a Wraith Band, and they don't really have an obvious solo mid. Darkseer can solo mid, Luna can solo mid, Weaver can solo mid, but none of them it's like your first go-to. Like Darkseer's normal place is in the off lane, Luna's normally in the safe lane, and Weaver can be off lane or side lane, not normally mid, but they're going to go Luna solo mid here.
Yeah, Luna is not going to have a good time because of that low range. She cannot actually hide on the high ground and try to go for a last hit. So the minute she comes go for a last hit, she get banished like this, and she'll start losing her intel. But actually, I do like the Weaver going to bottom. But Bird Gang, they have predicted this aggressive try. They put Clockwork on the safe lane, and now they kind of remove all kind of threat for the early game. And the tri lane up top will not be getting February that easily, I feel. And actually,
they're trying to gank mid early. They've got 2 heroes smoked up here for a level 1 gank, and if they can get an Astral to lead it off, they can get a kill. But Luna's playing, look where Luna's positioned. Luna almost knows this is coming in.
Yeah, so when we reach the semi-finals, the teams are a little bit more prepared, and Big Bird actually does break the smoke, so that will be a wasted smoke there, and actually gives Darkseer a lot of respite up top. Gyrocopter takes a little bit of damage, and February hits level 2, gonna hit level 3 very quickly. And well, Furious, they do block up the camp in anticipation for Eye of Tiger's tri lane, but in the end, I'm not so sure who outplayed who, where they actually have an off laner against another off laner. So Eye of Tiger, good prediction.
I'm wondering if either team were like hoping to have this lane set. There's a gank coming out this time on the OD, and once again, these ganks mid just aren't working for either team.
I mean, even if the Ice Path did land, it's only 1 second. It's not going to do much good. Ryzen doesn't
Yeah.
have Tombstone. There's no slow. Luna is fast, but level 2 Luna is not going to do much damage against an OD. And it looks like they're actually shuffling up top to go help Darkseer. They're going to leave Banwa against Clock. I guess he can actually deal with himself, so they're going to land the Darkseer some 8, but the wards here are going to be restricting the pull, so it's going to be a limitation on the hero levels here of Mafia as well as Ryzen. So not so sure how they're going to play this out, but Furious as well as Nexon not looking too hot themselves, level 1 each apiece.
Yeah, it looks like either Tiger really wanted to go tri-lane versus tri-lane, but it was Bird Gang who dodged the tri-lane by sending theirs top. But the Undying is a hero built for going against tri-lanes. He doesn't do well against solo heroes that he can't kill like a Clockwork, so they'll rotate both their supports top just to make sure they get this tri-lane. But because they were going bottom, they don't have sentry wards. They can't de-ward the pull, which means without the pull, this tri-lane versus tri-lane gets very difficult for them. They need to try and find a way to get an opening here, which is going to come from a kill, or because they can't pull. So right now, this lane is going to be difficult for them to win.
Yeah, but the thing is, they do have the advantage being on the safe lane, where Bird Gang can't really get any EXP themselves, so they're all sharing EXP with the carry. It's gonna be pretty balanced. It's not, say, where you are in a tri-lane against an aggressive, a defensive tri-lane, and well, you can't have the option to pull. That's when you have limited XP, and they pull, they get EXP. So right now they're looking okay, and Darkseer actually does TP bottom. They want to send a Weaver up here. Weaver does thrive in Chaos, and Chaos is exactly what Jakiro and Undying does create. But now they're gonna hit level 2 now, so that will be a Tombstone.
Yeah, I think the laning right from the start, we're just 3 minutes in, but you can see that Bird Gang had the better sort of execution of their draft as far as their lanes go, because they've been sticking with their lanes, whereas Eye of the Tiger, they had their entire tri-lane go from bottom to top. They had their Darkseer who was top go to bottom. This is a lot of wasted time. They also have to spend early game money on TPs, which is, I mean, 135 gold doesn't sound like a lot, but early game that slows down your boots, it slows down your killing potential in lane. So this is a good start for Bird Gang. Not to mention mid lane, OD is doing pretty well against Luna, although not really winning the CS battle.
Yeah, but the thing about bottom lane is Darkseer usually should be able to lay down a lot of harassment on TB.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for him, because of that switch of lanes, TB did manage to get the time for the bottle, so a lot of that early game harassment is going to be offsetted. But meanwhile, actually, OD middle actually takes a lot of damage. The Luna is actually CSing pretty well, so OD probably wasn't controlling the lanes as well. He did not time the banish as well as he should, because if you time the banish properly, you can actually deny Luna of a lot of EXP. But meanwhile, OD is sitting at level 5, Luna is sitting at level 5. Doesn't seem that she lost anything. She's actually out CSing this OD, so I'm not so sure what OD has been doing. He pops a haste rune right now. It goes for another banish, I think. And Wang Yu, well, we missed first blood. Bottom lane, Darkseer gets caught. How does that even happen? Darkseer probably overextended there. Meanwhile, Weaver, top lane, they want to go for some aggression here. Ice Path gonna land on all of them. Here comes the bug, and this is the chaos I was talking about. The Tombstone does land. The Impale goes on, but the split up does not follow. Furious will fall down. Dual Breath will pick him off. Nice Lukuchi onto 2. The zombies are chasing them all down. One more hero goes down. Hell Symphony will survive there. Ice Path will not latch. And well, the missile does miss on Banwa. So great turnaround here for the top lane. Eye of Tiger get 2. The first blood goes to Clockwork on the bottom lane. So February misplaying a little bit, I think.
Yeah, that was not quite the initiation they were hoping for at top lane as far as Bird Gang goes. But yeah, I think bottom lane, this is the Clockwork build. He went for 3 points in Battery Assault, but now he's got level 4 Battery Assault at level 7. This gives you a ton of killing power. If you catch the Darkseer with Battery Assault and then cog him in, he is so dead, because that Battery Assault does so much damage at level 4, and it was just level 3 when he got the kill, but 75 damage a tick, and it's got a much shorter cooldown and decent duration. That's a very dead Darkseer.
Yeah, but still, it's always the Darkseer's fault. You should not be getting caught out unless you get hooked, and this is going to be another one of those things. He's not going to be able to surge himself out, and this will be another death. February, chopping the wall actually, going to go for a vacuum. Is he going to go? He's going to try and vac it, wasting the wall, wasting his vac, and well, Clockwork gets another kill here. This is what happens when he doesn't surge early on, and Darkseer does have a cast animation, so that's going to be a problem for him, and now Darkseer dying twice to the solo Clockwork, not the best.
Yeah, Clockwork is just making plays happen at bottom lane. That's the captain for Team Bird Gang, and you can see that he's got some great individual skill here in this lane. Meanwhile, top lane, the tri-lanes, they're kind of just facing off here. We've seen the first engagement go the way of Eye of the Tiger. They need a couple more engagements to go that way, because this tri-lane is what their lineup is all about.
Yeah, that was a beautiful Ice Path that secured the 2 kills there. Trapped the 2 supports in long enough for 2 zombie waves to stack up, and that was when the problems come in. And now February, quad lane top, man. He had enough of Clockwork. He's going to go quad lane top. He's going to sit up there. Level 1 vacuum, level 3 iron shell. He has this.
Well, it's level 1 vacuum, not the best. I guess that it's more going to be about the surge and the iron shell. Put iron shell on a Weaver, and Weaver can do quite a bit of
Iron Shell
damage.
himself, here comes, I think Jericho is dead. So dead. Ice Pop cuts him off, and here comes Skuchi, as well as the bug. Everything's landing everywhere. Level 1 vacuum, ladies and gentlemen. Picks him off, here comes Clockwork, but how are you going to hook through all the zombies? That's the big question here.
Yeah.
And TB, he TB's in for nothing, I think. If they do play it safe,
Yeah,
they
definitely
should
do not want to fight into Tombstone. I think it was more just in case they kept on chasing, because with the position either Tiger or Ed, they only got 1 kill out of that, so it's not. It's actually good for Birdgate that they sent 4 here, it's just 1 kill. He's actually going for this.
Yeah, he's gonna get dusted up. Ice Pop as well. Banwa, he's just trying to
Weaver.
Sukuchi out to pop the big charge. He's gonna live. Yeah, he got the Sukuchi. Oh no!
Oh, battery assault.
So painful.
Too much damage from the battery assault.
Yeah. So it's 3 for 3 now, and TB carrying his team with the 3 kills on his side.
Yeah.
So IoT Tiger, they lose the Weaver, they lose the Darkseer twice. Hell Symphony has decided to ditch the top lane, go to bottom lane. Too exciting for him, and he's gonna go farm on his own in there. Luna, meanwhile, like I said, he has been, well, he was out CSing the OD, but now he has to be very careful. If he gets banished a couple more times, OD can just drop him down with 1 ultimate with that threshold being too low. So, and looks like they are swapping lanes again.
It's something, a position where he has to be very careful. It's smart to send the Jarek up the bottom. Hopefully he can just farm here on his own without getting ganked, because he's not getting much farm against the tri-lane top, so he wants to have his own lane, and now that Clockwork's got levels, he doesn't need the safe lane. Him having the safe lane was just the early game laning, and now they're going to give the easiest lanes to farm to the Gyrocopter to the OD. Clockwork is going to just keep on ganking all over the map. He's heading straight back top. He's not going to find the Weaver there. He's got this dust for the Weaver, but Weaver's at bottom, but he's going to get some levels. He's going to once again find the Darkseer. This Darkseer has not had a very good time this game.
Yeah, Nexon hasn't picked up an Nimbus rune, so could look for an opening here with MP setting up with the Astro Imprisonment. They have the ultimate this time, and Luna isn't looking too intelligent right now, so she has to be careful.
Yeah, Luna with no mana. Even once she gets back some of this intelligence, there's not going to be enough mana there to actually use an ultimate, and without Luna ultimate, they're not getting this kill unless there's a TP or 2 coming in, so I don't know what they're trying to do here in mid lane.
Okay, I'm just tweaking my mic. Oh, they're gonna be banished. Tweaking my mic, they say I'm a little bit soft. But oh, we're gonna see an engagement up top. Here comes the missile, here comes the hook. Push him away with the cog. Ryzen gets caught by drop down Tombstone just in time. Dominating here for TV. Nope, KS by left, right. And here we go, Jakiro in a little bit of trouble. Mafia has to be careful. Nick Assassin comes in, stuns him up. Shukuchi doesn't do much. He tries to look for something, will not be getting it. So 2 of the supports lost there. Great gank once again from the Clockwork.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Yeah, Clockwork has been, he's been the one playmaker this game. He's setting the tempo, giving Birdgame this great early lead. He's been involved in all 5 of their kills. He's 4-0 and 1, and some of those were solo kills. So it's not just ganking the lane, ganking the other lane, it's winning his own lane.
Oh, Darkseer, he used his surge. He could be in trouble here. February gonna right click him down, but I don't think he can kill him because he does have very high in, because he's a Darkseer after all. But I think he will chase him. The prison is right off without banish. Oh, banishes himself. Oh, wow.
He must have double tapped T. If you have the auto cast when you double tap it, oh man, report please. I've done that before myself. I've seen lots of pros do that, because if you're getting, he's getting so excited about chasing that he's pushing T too often. And if you have the auto cast on, because it's one of the settings where you can auto cast. If you double tap the spell, it casts it on yourself, like the stuff like Omni-Knight Heal.
I do that a lot as well. I'm just making fun at him. He was really impatient for that kill, I think.
I want to mine their top tower.
Oh, now Banwell might be in a little bit of trouble here. The strike. Oh, is he gonna hit? Hits the split up. Great play here, Banwell. Will fall.
Good gank at the bottom lane. And, well, that's Gyrocopter getting a kill as well. So Gyrocopter Hell Symphony needed some golden farm. He gets a kill, and now he also has an empty lane at bottom.
Here, Banish goes out on Darkseer, and Darkseer this time might get it. Oh, he's very low on HP. No, don't use the ultimate. You will not kill him. Yeah, he knows it. So MP will hold on to his ultimate there. The ultimate would have done about 200 damage, not enough to bring him down. And needed another Banish at least. Meanwhile, Wangyu is in the middle lane. He does have Eclipse. Has been catching up in terms of farm, 33 now. And oh wow, Clockwork actually wants him. The missile is gonna miss. What a hook shot! February will be going down again. Backs him out of cogs. Wow.
Oh no!
I don't
you can't get him.
Nope, you'll die.
He's trying to sway it.
You can't escape the cogs.
He's a TP out. He's gonna TP. He's gonna do something. But there's an ice path.
Yep, this will be kill. Nope. Oh, Jakiro confirms that kill. Well, secures that. Mafia will be getting some much needed gold in EXP. Will buy up his magic wand, get some wards for the team. So that's good. Clockwork overstanding a little bit there for the Darkseer. But Darkseer, he doesn't really need it, I guess. He doesn't really need that much farm, in a sense.
He would love it, Mac. But
you need levels. Like that's what he needs. He needs levels.
Yeah, having early levels in a mech is the main thing you want as a Darkseer. And the mech isn't really coming. You normally expect that mech around the 12, 13-minute mark, but he's a long way away from it. And now, either Tiger, it's really hard to defend towers without having a mech. They're finding themselves at bottom lane under siege.
Yep. But the Shrek has to be careful here. He only has 1 point. The Edict will not be able to bring the tower down as quickly. 2 points in split off and very low on mana. He has one choice of spell right now. He really can't afford to overextend. And February, he's still gonna be diving up top. What did he sell? He has 500 gold now. Yeah, he's gonna buy the chainmail. So he sold it in his stash and bought a chainmail. Meanwhile, Mafia as well as Ryzen gonna walk past an Observer Ward as well as a Sentry. And they do actually pit the Weaver against the OD now. Not something that I think Weaver can actually win, but OD actually does pick up his mech. So that's a big pickup.
Yeah, this means Bird Gang, if there's team fights happening, they have a big advantage because they have this mech pickup. And just having the Clockwork with all Clockwork's looking mid lane for a hook. He's throwing fake hooks out. He knows Luna's somewhere near the mid tower and can't quite find him just yet. But he's going to look to swing bottom. He sees this big push coming in and he's thinking, yummy, yummy, yummy. Kills for the taking.
Yep. They're going to try and do some damage to the tower, but Observer's going to spot him out. So Clockwork gonna latch again. Like catches 3. He catches 3. And here comes the call down. Blows them all out. Vacuum into the cogs as well. But oh wow, Illusion does do quite a lot of damage. And here comes the Eclipse. Gonna burn them all down. Furious. You are mad as hell. You're gonna get chopped right down. Zombie's gonna chase him. And MP out of mana. And the zombies. Ryzen's gonna yum. He's gonna eat an OD for breakfast. Gonna punch him in the face. MP can do nothing but run. But Luna has got it. He's gonna right click him down. Is there another beam? No beam, no mana. But oh, Korea has to be careful. Double kill. Triple kill for Wang Yu. That was a great turnaround. But that was a good hook by Clockwork.
This is the Darkseer as well as Undying. This is the thing, as great as that initiation is from Clockwork, fighting into Tombstone is never advised. At this point in the game, you've got a level 4 Tombstone, you're engaging into that. They had the perfect cog, 3-man cogs with a cooldown on top of it. Even though they got kills on it, you still lose the fight because you're fighting into Tombstone. You just can't fight Tombstone.
Nice Mafia just detach that engagement. Oh, Mafia's gonna get hit by the first call down. He might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the follow-up. He's gonna throw a dual brave out. He does get away with the nice surge, and here comes the zombies. And the Clockwork, he's gonna run away, but the zombies are all here. Nice bit of, gonna just stop the Luna just a little bit. TV runs back in. What are you doing? Lose a beam on his face, and here he goes. Zombie will pick him off. Undying, kill him. So TV, he gives a lot of EXP as well as gold to EoT Tiger here. And I see Vendetta. I hear Vendetta. Yeah, I hear Vendetta go out. But there's a Sentry ward. He has to be careful not to walk past that. OD will be trying to kill the Tombstone. Don't think he'll be too successful here, but Bird Gang, they do lose a lot of heroes and throw a lot of EXP the way of EoT Tiger. Now the EXP graph gonna hit 0 very shortly. And meanwhile, Weaver having the time of his life up top, gonna push down the third tier 1 tower.
We'll try to do his best. I think they've actually found Darkseer. No, they're not going to get him at bottom lane. Big Bird was in biz for a long time there. Doesn't end up getting the kill. And yeah, both those, first the big wombo combo team fight, and then that second little fight where the Clockwork died, both times it's fighting into Tombstone. They should just be getting farm and try find pickoffs. If they see Undying there, unless they can kill him before he casts Tombstone, they shouldn't fight. Because Clockwork, it's basically you're giving him this free engagement, these free zombies, which you can't fight. You can't fight the zombie house.
Yep, and Darkseer's vacuum makes you all clump together, zombies start blocking you. This is why zombies as well as Darkseer is one of the biggest combos. Because you vac them all to a spot, the zombies spawn, and you get trapped in. That's the biggest problem. And with the wall illusions as well, you will not be getting out of that cluster, and you will be chopped down by Ice Path, Dual Breath, and Weaver with all the bugs. You're just panicking and running away from everything. The minus armor is going to make the zombies hurt even more, and it's just very, very troublesome what you deal with. So it's a very good combo coming up from EoT Tiger. I've only seen this combo once or twice, where Darkseer and Undying actually do come together in this kind of combo. So haven't seen the back into Ice Path.
Yeah, even everything else, like having the Jakiro there as well. You mentioned the minus armor from the Weaver with the zombies is really nice. Having Jakiro with slows as well as the Ice Path. Whoever's getting hit by zombies is already slow enough, so it makes it really easy to do a lot of AoE damage. They've just got a great overall lineup that synergizes really well together. Whereas Bird Gang, they've gone for a more sort of, they've got a good team fight, but the heroes themselves don't really synergize directly with each other, apart from the Clockwork and Gyrocopter.
Yeah, Wang Yu is looking for middle lane engagement.
Bottom lane, there's a gank on February.
Oh, nice back.
Going on the Darkseer.
He's gonna get out, one orb to the face. No, Mac charge just in time, wastes his ultimate there, MP. But meanwhile, I'm looking at Wang Yu here. He has Invis Rune, he wants to look for a kill on Furious. Don't think he will find it. He has level 2 Eclipse though, he could kill both of them. No, he's gonna...
Bottom lane, Darkseer got the tower denied, because that's Clockwork hooked him as he's denying the tower. and then they couldn't actually kill the Darksies. So really nice play from February on the Darkseer. He helps his team out a lot. Mid lane, Wang Yu is not going to find any kills without has a double damage rune. He's just doing his best to keep their towers alive. Only one tower is actually dropped on the Eye of the Tiger side, so both teams one tower apiece, and quite a few of those towers actually being denied out.
Yep, Hell Symphony. He is rushing that BKB, picks up his recipe right now, and once he gets that BKB, it's very hard for Eye of Tiger to actually deal with him. The illusions will still hurt, the zombies will still slow him, but still, the BKB is going to help him a fair lot. And it looks like the flag cannon doesn't actually help in removing zombies, because I don't see the zombies getting cleared thus far.
I think maybe it's also partly that he can't attack. He has to run because there's so much slow nukes and just general stuns. Once he has BKB, he can actually stand and fight, and then he can help kill the zombies. But until he has BKB, maybe it's just too difficult to actually fight because he gets overwhelmed by Undying Decay, Ice Path, Dual Breath, Luna, Lucent Beams. There's just so many nukes and annoying things that he can't stand and fight. But once he has BKB, things may improve for the better.
Taking a look at last hits again, it's still 9-5. Oh, big engagement in the middle lane. TB takes down the Luna actually, and Cooldown's gonna land on a bunch of supports. There's Sakuchi gonna walk through him, gonna kill him up, and here comes the backline wall. Ice Path catches MP. Are they gonna slow him down? Oh, Impale goes out, Undying goes down, but February he gets caught in the middle of that hero in that bird gang there, and now the beam goes out. Luna buys out, and Luna buy out there, revive, not so sure. Eclipse comes down, everyone, but a lot of creep and Zorb up the Eclipse beam. But Furious, he's getting swamped by zombies. He will not be getting out. Double kill here for the Luna as well. All the illusions chasing down. Wang Yu pops his double damage. He wants a kill, and he's gonna get banished up here, I think. Nope, yeah, he gets banished. So
don't banish yourself again, whatever you do. And they're actually going to try and kill him here. Nope, they're getting back off. Gyrocopter thought about it. He didn't have a cooldown, which was probably the big difference maker there. Forced to back off, but a bloodbath at middle lane. A big messy fruit salad is Eye of the Tiger. They're still holding their own. It did cost them a Luna buyback, and you need Luna to get some items like the BKB, but I think it's still a decent buy overall.
Yeah, it looks like Chad is actually saying that you cannot flag zombies. So yeah, we were right at the start of this draft. We were actually considering it that it could be possible since that gargoyles were able to be flagged last time. But after that familiar patch with the Dota 2 latest patch, I think you can no longer flag cannon familiars with Gyrocopter, which is a really good buff to Visage. I think it was intended in Dota 1, so it's fixed now in Dota 2. So we were thinking the same direction might have existed. So you cannot flag zombies, so it's been confirmed.
That's good to know. That makes sense.
Benoit. Did it get caught there?
This Clockwork has been sort of the make or break for Bird Game. From the start, he was 5-0-1 and setting up all the kills, but since then he's been just overextending and getting too excited. He's almost been losing his team fights. He would engage in these really bad fights. So Clockwork needs to be careful because he's going to be the difference between them winning and losing this game.
It started off a lot of heroes.
Yeah. It started off good, but the last few fights they've lost because of the Clockwork just taking bad engagements. It needs to be really careful.
Yeah, and observers do spot them coming out, so they actually do get... The sentry does miss the observer on the high ground, so Bird Gang will not be spotting that. Their rotation will be spotted, and Eye of Tiger actually back out there. Surprised to see not as many smoke gangs as you would think. The Koreans do love their smoke, so...
Okay. Yeah, we saw they tried to smoke gang mid lane at level 1, but since then there hasn't been any smokes yet. So maybe they'll come out soon, especially once one team gets sort of further behind. Because once you're behind, it's like, okay, how do we gank them? How do we get back in? Let's go for a big 5-man desperation smoke gank. But neither team sort of had the opportunity to do so yet.
Luna could be in trouble up top. TB in Visrune stalking him right now. Wang Yu takes a turn to the left. TB has a hook.
Nix got spotted by a sentry. Luna's running to the tower because Nyx Assassin was coming to help with a vendetta, but the sentry ward spotted him out.
Yeah, so that was some kind of next level.
On top of it. Actually, no, on top of his own sentry ward, so he should be safe.
And no, Big Bird will lose his vendetta once again. He's not been getting a lot of successful vendettas, only one getting the kill and then dying in the middle lane. And that was during a team fight. He did die for it as well, so not exactly the best ganks coming out. It's 2 for 2 right now on the Big Bird. One more kill and he will have 3-2-2, guys.
Did you see Papa Drake's new video? It was on Reddit. He made a video to like the tribute to the Swedish Dota King. And it was 3 minutes 22 seconds in length, and it was like a tribute to Load. It was absolutely hilarious.
I need to go check that out. You can link me after this game, and I'll show it to the stream as well. But right now, February
you should play it on stream.
Yep.
It's basically a song. You can play it on stream after.
Alright, I will. And well, Darkseid loses a little bit of intelligence, but he's gonna be okay. He's one of the highest intel heroes, which is a problem here for Eye of Tiger. They are facing up against a couple of high intelligence heroes. Well, not exactly high intelligence, but Darkseid, one of those high intelligence. Jakiro's an in hero, so the minute the late game sets in, unless OD gets some sick farm, he probably will be going for the BKB. There's so much lockdown, he probably has to. So by going for the BKB, he will be neutering a lot of his EXP. And here comes Nick's assassin. He spots out the Jakiro, and Jakiro knows it as well. Mafia, he's very tanky as a support hero. It's very hard to kill Jakiro solo. Big Bird wastes his Vendetta once again, and the ward goes undenied there. Oh, invisible.
And they're stacking Ancients continually here. This is going to get Luna a lot of farm to catch up, because Luna's not farming too well, especially with the buybacks being used. But same thing on the Bird Gang side. Both teams stacking Ancients, and Gyrocopter, he's already got BKB, and he's also killing off his Ancients now. Importantly, another hero with BKB. Clockwork's just got his BKB, and this is going to be... It means he can now go YOLO mode without actually dying. It's going to be YOLO where you don't actually die. It's like, okay, sweet. I'm still alive.
Yeah, Luna has a BKB as well, I think. No, she doesn't have the hammer. So
Dyer's
she
mid
still needs
tower
the hammer.
needs a little help.
Yeah. This is a kind of poor Luna, but Luna had a tough time in that middle lane, and it is the two carries with Luna as well as Weaver on the same team.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Luna has not been getting that many farms. She has gotten a lot of triple kills, only one death, and not a lot of triple kills. She got to a triple kill earlier on. She got a double kill afterwards. So oh yeah, she did have to buy out once, so that was a big problem as well.
You see, they're going into the enemy jungle here. They're trying to find this Weaver. Not going to do so. Weaver's making a Leakin Sphere, which I think is decent here, although there's not a lot of single target disables. It'll still block a spell here or there. Yeah. I don't think Banish is something you really care about blocking as a Weaver. If you do get Banished, you just shoot your way after. It's more the stuns you want to block, but
yeah.
Even stuff like Impale, Homing Missile, these just annoying spells in general. So it's not the worst item. It does give you sort of just good regen and stats as well.
So Randall Wall going out by February, that catches MP, vacuum back into the ice wall, and this will be the death of the OD, I think. Oh, hook onto him, and now here comes a defensive disruption onto him. Big Bird comes in with Impale. What a disruption, and what an Impale. The Sanity does land on everyone. It's the max shot going to be popped already. TB will go down. You said that it will help, but the BKB did not seem to help at all. Furious will be taking a lot of damage. Why did the Weaver back out? I'm not so sure. He's going to time-lapse out of there. He could have gotten a kill on the last strike, I feel. There was no hard stuns that could have actually taken him out. Hell simply gets caught in the ice path, gets dual breathed up. He's dropping very low, and I'm very surprised to see this Weaver taking such a defensive stance. He could have gone for a lot more kills than that.
This is going even so with Weaver not being as aggressive as he could have been. The fight went really well for Eye of the Tiger, and once again, it's Bird Gang. Clockwork just fights into Tombstone. Sure, he had the BKB, but he didn't have the Gyrocopter there. If they're going to fight with these BKBs, they need both Clockwork and Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter shows up at the end, drops a cooldown when the fight's already over. So I don't mind Bird Gang taking a fight, but they need their whole team. They can't just have 4 of their heroes without the Gyrocopter, who's their sort of main source of damage and just reliable damage because he's got the BKB. They fight without him, they lose the fight. This is like deja vu from earlier on in the game where zombies just completely destroy everyone. This Undying is 5, 2, and 10. He's been in every single kill.
He got a triple kill. And oh, but the bounce go on to Hell Symphony. He might be forced to pop his BKB. Not like it's going to help him at all. Impale goes out here on the Gyrocopter, and they will burn him down. Mana burn as well. He can't time-lapse. He time-lapses out. And he ran over. He gets hooked in. He's dead. He gets off. BKB, a lot of outputs drop down.
And not done.
Yeah, not done. Nice path. Oh, Big Bird gets hit. Impale. Max charge as well. Tries to save himself, but will not. And now, it looks like a turnaround here for Bird Gang. They drop the zombies. They do not want to dive. There's a lot of low health heroes. And Hell Symphony better run. And, well,
they're learning to kill the zombie house. The BKB is just to kill the Tombstone. That's how much they're getting completely destroyed by the Tombstone. The Tombstone is more important than the hero. It's like you see that the heroes are red herrings right now. Ignore the Undying, ignore the Jakiro, kill the freaking Tombstone.
Yeah, I really want to see a refresher Undying, because have you seen Tombstones? It's really hilarious. The zombie build-up is so ridiculous that you won't actually be able to deal with it. It's actually a lot of them. One of the best combos with Undying, I feel, is Dazzle, because Dazzle makes everyone paper. So the minute you become squishy, the zombies do a lot of damage. It's the same logic behind Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer doesn't do too much against Armored Heroes. While Ryzen gets caught by the hook. This guy is a hook god, and now Ryzen. Actually, he might go down. The buffs go out. Nope. Push back here. Is that going to be right click here? TP filtrates the slide for Undying. Might not be the best. Split of miss. Undying. Gonna be. Oh, Undying dead. Big Bird. Impale. Vendetta. Is he gonna catch out? Luna goes down, actually. A lot of burst damage coming out. Left Shrek goes down. The Benwa time-lapse out. He time-lapses out. OD ultimate missing once again. February gets caught, and he will be going down. Double kill by Ultimate. Nice ice path. Gonna catch them both.
Nice mech by OD. The mech helps keep him alive as well. Now they got earn charges as well coming from Nyx Assassin. All these heals, and the big thing is here, Luna is so squishy. Luna still doesn't have BKB. If Luna has a BKB there, I think either Tiger win that fight, but without it, either Tiger can't fight, they lose the fight. They also had their Undying get picked off, so they were fighting without Tombstone. As soon as they're fighting without Tombstone, without the BKB, things get very, very sticky, and there's no way out of that fight for them. They get a kill here or there, just because Weaver's getting nice and farm, but it's still a better fight for Bird Gang.
This is why that Weaver needs Lincoln Sphere. He doesn't really get hit by the Impale because he's very difficult to spot out, but the Banish does take him out of the fight for 4 seconds, and that's 4 seconds he cannot go in and out of the fight causing trouble. So that is the reason why I said that Banish was actually one of the spells he should be concerned with, because he does take him out of the fight for a really long time. And Wang Yu, meanwhile, will be getting his BKB after this creep wave, I feel.
Yeah, he's desperate for it. He's got enough. He's already got the Mithril Hammer, you said? No, he's got the BKB recipe. He needs the Mithril Hammer. So he's 200 gold away from it. Lincoln's now up on the Weaver. So either Tiger pick up some decent items of their own, but at the same time, Bird Gang are going to have a BKB on their OD soon. Clockwork is building towards, I believe, a 4-star here. He could be going for an Aghanim set, but I think 4-star is maybe a better choice here. It's a bit cheaper, and just being able to force away after you cogs in is nice. Oh, they've gone in mid lane. Big Bird's found Fedra here. There's going to be a 4-star in from the OD. OD's in trouble, though. He has got this mech, so...
No, they're going to let on February, but nice. Ice Buff going to save his life, but a hook! Once again, is he going to drop the 2? He dropped the 2 into the back. They're standing in the macro fire. What are they doing? That dying is dead. Yep, they're standing Tombstone as well as Macro Power. TV gets frozen up by the Ice Pump. Triple kill here for Hell Symphony. The Luna is pursuing him with his vengeance. And Hell Symphony, he might get a kill. Pops the BKB. Hell Symphony, he might be in trouble here. Beam, gonna land on him. 4-star, gonna save his life there. Might they get another kill? Here comes the buff. MP, he's gonna try and save his life, but no, Clockwork will be taking the fall here. He'll be taking the fall. Nope, gets off. Nope, gets killed by the Weaver. And Gyrocopter, the
just survived.
Gonna get out there, and I think Benoit actually wants to go for something else. Nah, not gonna go for it.
Hell Symphony survived on a couple hundred HP to end.
Yeah, but
the Tombstone just sat there the entire fight. The Tombstone got ignored, and you cannot ignore Tombstone. I'll say it before, I'll say it again, and it's winning either target these team fights. And it looked good for Bird Gang that fight. It looked a bit better because their BKB's being picked up, but well, the BKB coming off from Gyrocopter as well as the Clockwork. But once those BKBs wore off, either Tiger just tore through them with the Weaver as well as the Luna.
I actually want to blame a couple of people for that fight. Bird Gang, they have the item advantage, I say. Check out the gold graph, they're about 5,000 gold ahead. But OD, he went YOLO mode just for the 10 intel. He forced himself in to banish someone for no reason. Weaver comes in from the back, they're forced to engage in. The 2 supports bask in the macro pyre, as well as the tombstones, they just get melted off. And well, after that, it was just Clockwork throwing bodies just to protect the Gyrocopter. And it wasn't a really good fight for Bird Gang at all. A lot of mistakes coming out here from the Korean squad.
Yeah, that's not good for them. Now they have to try and hold this mid lane. This time, I think they'll be better prepared. The main thing is that, like you said, they wasted the 4-star engaging. They can't afford to do stuff like that. So if they can just sit back, defend this as passively as possible, they'll be fine. They don't have to go diving into the Undying. Oh, they are going to do so though.
Yep, and here comes the zombies. No, the ultimate doesn't do too much. And well, Darcy already dropped this wall, and they're walking through the wall. Eclipse gonna try and blow up everyone. TB will be falling again.
They killed the Tombstone. They actually killed the Tombstone this time. Gyrocopter make sure they bring it down. They do end up losing the Clockwork to the Luna there, but Luna and Weaver are the only 2 left standing, and they had a much better engagement there with the Clockwork because they had the cooldown immediately there. They had the OD with the Sanity's Eclipse right away, and then they popped the BKBs, they popped their mech. That was a much more organized team fight, and they focused down the Tombstone.
And yeah, the reason why Hell Symphony is hitting so hard, he has managed to farm an MKG. He has not died a lot, 10 kills to 2, and this guy's been farming a heck load. 213 last hit, he had 13k on that network. He's doing a good job as a Gyrocopter, and well, they're gonna take another tier 2. And if EoT Tiger not gonna be careful, they are gonna lose their racks the next time they do lose a fight here. So Benoit meanwhile is gonna try and do a little bit of split pushing himself, going for BKB as well. BKB Weaver being more and more prominent.
I could be a Desolator. This is like what Fear likes to do when he's Weaver. He'll go Lincoln's then Desolator. Desolator is really good damage now, and it still works with Gemini attack. The first attack works, so it's a nice item to get on Weaver, and I think he needs damage more than he needs the survivability right now. So I hope it is the Desolator.
Yeah, and if Bird Gang wins this, I think they will give TP the MVP. His hooks have been on the mark. I think it's 100% hit rate right now. He's hit more than one hero every single hook. At least one.
His
Every
hooks
single hook.
have been very impressive. They've been very good. They haven't always. I'd like to say the hook placement's always been good. The hook selection hasn't been the best because some of these hooks have been hooks into his own death as well as his teammates' deaths. But everyone's looked really great. It's like, man, he hooks and then cokes 3 or 4 people, but sometimes hooking 3 or 4 people isn't necessarily a good hook.
You protect them with the cogs. The Nick Assassin can get close. The Leshrac and OD can throw stuff in there. But that was a good rush. They sniped it really quickly with the Lunar Blessing with the Jakiro Flames taking minimal damage, and they do get that very quick rush. 22-5 now is the score. EXP graph. A lot in favor of Bird Gang, 8,000. They have been winning a couple of fights here, which is what actually does help them. They will be a lot more ahead if they did throw early game, but still, they are very ahead here of EoT. EoT have to be more careful in the coming fights here. They do have a good lineup, but as the game does progress, Undying does lose a little bit of his power, so he has to be careful.
This is an Undying. He's not going to have anything like a pipe or the mechs on the Dax. So often you'll see Undying at least get some items so he can drop a pipe to start up a team fight and help his team out, but he's not going to have anything like that for some time. So, as great as Undying, he's been the MVP for the first 25 minutes for EoT. But for the next 25 minutes, he's going to be a very insignificant hero.
Yep, Smoke Gang does get revealed by the Sentry as well as the Observers. So Korean squads are very vigilant.
Did they actually see it?
Yeah, they saw it. They saw it right here. They pinged. Darkseer pinged it out, and they know they're around here, so they're not going to go for anything. They're baiting with the clockwork. If they do dive it now, it's really greedy. So they're just going to sit around. Yeah, Hell Symphony's going to reveal itself as well. They know the Smoke Gang's done. They're going to
really calm. Darkcom is doing a lot of damage right now.
What a Darkseer wall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wow, they still stand close enough there, and well, no follow up.
But it doesn't matter. There's no follow up, so this wall's been wasted.
Tier 2 will be forfeit, I think.
Even if they don't get it right away, they can.
Oh, what a hook! He hooks right into the wall. Not exactly the best. I think he's hooked really far from his team.
His team can't join him because of the wall.
That's
That's another. Like I say, it looks like a good hook, but that is not a good hook. It doesn't matter. They don't die. They don't give away any kills, so it's not a particularly bad hook. But it's not a hook he should be going for. It's too YOLO at this point.
He used the BKB charge. He's down to 5 seconds now.
Never go full YOLO, Lysander.
Yes, never go full YOLO, and that's exactly what TV is doing. Banwa, meanwhile, has been doing a good job. He's going Desolator, like you said, and he does have 2 mid-row hammers, and now MP might be in a little bit of trouble. He cannot banish Banwa. Lincoln Spear blocks it up. MP will not be fighting it. Well, he will be fighting this, and the Weaver will be backing off there, like he should. There's a lot of armor here on the OD because he has the 4-star, has the BKB, he doesn't have ultimate power, but once he picks up that Mystic Staff, that's gonna be a problem for EoT, I think. Invisibility. That ultimate hurts.
Yeah, SOD is going to start hitting hard, and they need a. I feel like either Tiger just have to fight and fight soon. I think the one thing they'll wait for is the Desolator and Weaver, because that's where they can really do some nice damage. And Luna is getting towards a Manta Star, but just with the Yasha, you can do a decent amount of extra damage. So we'll probably see Luna joining up as well. And I think they just want to fight and fight soon. They've got the Aegis, they've got decent items. They're only going to get weaker the later this game goes. Gyrocopter's going to have a Butterfly soon, so I would just fight now if I'm either Tiger. Smoke Gang, yeah, Leshrac just picked up a smoke. Actually, Leshrac's on the Radiant team, so they're not smoking. But I'd love to see either Tiger just go for a smoke, find a battle, and just hope for the best. Well, not hope for the best, make the best happen.
Yeah, Aegis will be expiring 3 minutes, so they still have a little bit of time.
Yeah, they don't have to rush things. But they definitely want to fight Bird Gang with this Aegis. Otherwise, well, you can sneak Roshan for nothing. You get some decent golden XP. You also deny your opponents from getting it, but I don't think playing for the ultra late game is going to be the best for either Tiger. Sure, they've got 2 carries in Luna and Weaver. It just doesn't. And they've actually got great stalling because of Darkseid plus Jakiro. You can stall for days, but they have an Undying who doesn't scale well late game. You're up against a farmed Gyrocopter. I just don't see you winning late game against it.
Bird Gang are gonna be keeping out there, but Surge on in by February. He might get a vacuum. Oh, he doesn't get a vacuum. He could have gone for it. He could have vac 2 of them in, trapping them here, and that would be the good chance to kill them there. But nope, they're not gonna do that. EoT will be missing out on a couple of kills here. Net worth 16k here for the Gyrocopter, 12k for the OD. He's been doing good. Weaver can catch up at 12 as well. 10k for the Luna. Not been farming the best here, 1-2.
We are going to have bottom rib. Actually, Weaver spot all these heroes here. They're just doing some dewarding here. So they don't actually know Weaver's bottom. They're just trying to deward as much as possible. with these sentries. Actually, Nyx Assassin just sort of blinking his way up there to help
Stuns a
de-ward it.
bunch of nothing.
Yeah. I think he was trying to stun for vision.
No, you can't stun.
It doesn't.
No, I think he was
Yeah,
just,
yeah. It
he was
doesn't give
just
vision.
trying to just stun the NC, assuming there'll be
It used to
NCs there.
give vision.
But
Back in, it was like one of the patches from a couple versions ago where
and now
I
here now hookshot go up. Middle lane, Mafia gets caught here by the clock. Double fall stuff. He's still trying to keep himself alive. Here comes the BKB. Mafia will be taking a fall. He tries to go for the stick charge and uses a BKB again for a singular kill. So one support for BKB charge, leaving him at 4 seconds now. I'm not so sure that was worth it. Jakiro respawning in 37. He already has his 4 staff. He didn't really lose anything out of that. So I think that TB is throwing away all his BKB charges for nothing.
He is down, yeah, to 4 seconds. I guess the good thing about the 4-second BKB, it's not always bad having a 4-second BKB. I mean, you want the long one, but it's with a much shorter cooldown. Like, you can use it whenever you go in for a kill and just go in more often because of the 50-second cooldown compared to 80 seconds with the 10-second BKB. It has some perks, although obviously the longer BKB is better, especially in late game scenarios. But if you get really farmed, you rebuy it.
Alright, I need a little bit of testing here. How soft is my mic, guys? He's much louder. So Gods is really loud. Okay, Gods is really
One person
loud.
said I'm quite a bit louder. Guys in the chat, let us know how different. I can turn my mic down a little bit if needed.
Yeah, I can control your mic as well from here, but I think it's better if you do it your side. It sounds okay to me here, so I'm not so sure. I'm really soft. Okay. But it's already at max. Hello? Is it okay now?
Alright, I'll wait.
Am I okay now, guys? Hopefully we won't see any more fights coming on.
Yeah. I'll let you know if it happens. Right now it seems okay.
Alright, that's good. Alright, nerf Gods, buff Lysander. Okay, so I'm buffed now. Is it okay? Because I got some complaints that I was
everyone's saying it's better now, so it seems good.
Yeah, I was getting some complaints that it was very jarring, so I turned it down a little bit. But yeah, I guess it's okay now. And MP, they're gonna push down the middle lane now.
Even with, did they use the Aegis or did it expire? I'm not sure. I don't think they actually used it. I think the Aegis just timed out, and now they're pushing, and there's no Aegis. Jericho with a butterfly as well. Holy cow, this is going to be hard to defend.
Oh wow, vacuum into the wall, Hell Symphony. Again, a wasted wall.
He did the sideways wall. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, they are really good at wasting ultimates, I must say. But then again, you do dissuade them from coming in for now, I guess.
It's going to slow them down, and now you're going to have to rely on the Undying and Jakiro AoE as well as just Luna fighting them back. And we'll have to see how they do. Right now, Odie's just chipping at this. Once the tower's down, it gets really hard to defend.
Yep, Ice catches two now. Macropire, oh no, he gets caught there by the stick charge. Oh, what a vacuum! But now the OD, he drops down from one support. Ryzen will take a fall there. Tombstone not getting killed just yet, but Hell Symphony gonna focus that down. Weaver will kill him off, and Hell Symphony getting swamped there. Desolator, Weaver, very powerful stuff. MP will get caught. Desolator, Weaver is actually chasing them all down. TB in a lot of trouble, gets one more right click onto him, doesn't get it, gets pushed back, and now he's gonna try and TB out of this. Will he get out? One more right click, doesn't get him. And well, he will be getting out now. He's looking for TB. Observer Ward's gonna spot out the Clockwork, and Clockwork won't force himself out. Mid-Rex. Okay,
that plate mail on Clockwork. That plus armor from the plate mail saved his life. That's where plate mail is such a good value item. Weaver's gonna backdoor this tower. He's not following the Clockwork. He just wants his tower, and he'll easily get that. But Weaver. The Desolator pickup proving to be fantastic item choice there. He helped them win that fight. He was so close to killing OD and Clockwork. That was so close to a team fight for Eye of the Tiger. Didn't quite get it though.
Yep. Right. The reason Ghost doesn't sound as clear as me, guys, is because he's actually Skyping, and yeah. So it's gonna sound different, and it's not the studio quality. So hopefully you guys can. The sound should be okay now, I think. Yeah, the sound should be okay now. And yeah, that fight was actually a big turnaround for Eye of Tiger. I thought they were screwed there, but Gyrocopter, he wasted a lot of his BKB just clicking down that Tombstone, so that was not the best.
Yeah, you still get the flak damage if you have flak cannon on, but once the flak's gone, and if you're still hitting Tombstone, that's not good. But he killed it in 4 hits. I think mostly it's just Eye of the Tiger have the better team fight. They have, even if the Tombstone gets killed, they still have Jakiro, they have Darkseid just with vacuums and iron shells doing damage. And Weaver and Luna for clear. So I think right now, The Dire side have a slightly better team fight. They also have the longer BKB. The 4-second BKB on Clockwork. Gyrocopter's BKB is down to 5 seconds. So Luna having the longer BKB actually made a difference in that fight because Luna could stand there fighting for longer without dying.
Yeah, and the MKB on Gyrocopter, if he's actually right-clicking the Tombstone, the MKB procs do not hit on the rest of the flag. So that's something, as well as 100 bonus damage. 100 bonus damage that he's actually missing out there on the right clicks, which when he's focusing elsewhere. And now it's 29 to 25, and it looks like Bird Gang actually wants to push again. I'm not so sure this is the right idea. Roshan respawns right at this moment, and Weaver, he's looking for a wraparound. And he actually does show himself. TB, he does know that the Clockwork is there. They dropped the sentry ward, and I think that Weaver made a little bit of a mistake there, alerting that he's over there. And now his wraparound gank will be caught out. I think the hookshot might land onto him. Benoit, they got hit. They got hit onto him. Is there going to be a time lapse? Nice. It's going to be standout, and it's going to be Hex, and this will be the death of Benoit. He does not have buyout. That is the worst part about that.
G maybe.
This could be GG.
This is possibly game, yeah. This is a big loss there. I don't think he realized there was a ward spotting him out there. The hookshot comes in because there's a ward. They see everything going on with the Weaver, and once he's dead, without buyback, they're losing definitely Raxus and possibly the game.
Oh, what a vacuum into the wall, into the Tombstone as well. This could be a big turnaround for them, and they do destroy a lot of heroes by Luna, dropping low. After the initial initiation, Ice Puff once again going to catch on TV, and well, the Ice Puff does save them a little bit. They lose Rax, but they lose the last Rack only, and now he's going to get bashed up. MP, he has that Hex, and it's a triple kill here. 34 to 26. That was the best initiation they could have asked for. 5-man back into the wall, Ice Puff, and they still lost that fight. So, well.
Imagine if Weaver is alive for that fight. If that Weaver's alive, that's a complete team wipe going the other way, but unfortunately Weaver wasn't alive. And that's where Bird Gang got almost a bit too cocky there when they were pushing in. They're like, oh, Weaver's not alive, let's just 5-man hit Raxus. They almost lost that fight because they gave Darkseid the perfect vacuum plus wall. Unfortunately, Luna just doesn't quite have enough items. If Luna had a butterfly at that fight, it would have been probably a 1-5 for either Tiger, but it wasn't there. They don't quite have the late game items they need, and Bird Gang, it looks like they've taken game 1.
Yep, celebratory hook here from TD. He's gonna hook onto OD. And OD with the Hex hits really hard, and the ultimate is not something you see that does hurt a lot. Is there gonna be a Force Staff? Nah. But this is pretty much GG. Mega Creeps will be coming very shortly. Ice Puff gonna hit. I must say the Shakira has been doing a good job. No, they still want to fight this. Nice vacuum here. TV is gonna pop his BKB, but it's only 4 seconds, and they just want to focus the Rex. Hell Symphony, he hits like a bloody truck. And well, Banwell will die again, and that will be game. OD, he pops his BKB, but this is pretty much over. And well, he's just gonna hit the Tombstone.
They've learned they must have a big hatred of Tombstones by the end of this game. They're gonna look back on this replay and think, holy crap, Tombstone, good spell.
Yeah. I'm sad to see EoT Tiger did not win with this combo. This combo is actually really enjoyable to watch. The synergy, well, we did see it work a lot of times, even with that big goal disadvantage there. But still, EoT Tiger will be dropping game 1 in this best of 3 in the semi-finals. The loser goes home. The winner will be fighting the grand finals against either Tiger Power or FX Open. FX Open Tiger Power is the game everyone's been waiting for. It will be happening after this best of 3.
Someone's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, the players got to DC out, and I would like to tell the admins to actually use console commands, because a lot of times we find ourselves stuck here because one of the players, he just left the booth without actually leaving the game, like MP is doing right now.
They've all disconnected now, so looks like EoT Tiger will get the loss. So we're all good here, but hopefully. Most humans don't know about the console command. Haven't been using them, but more people seem to be using them. But this is a really exciting game 1. This is just the first game of many to come.
Yeah, and I'm very happy that it's in a 14 minutes stomp, 12 minutes stomp. Like FXO, they had those really quick games, and well, although they were kind of sad, and you can see the superior control that FX Open had, but it doesn't make for good games. This kind of games, a lot of team fights, lots of throws, is exactly what we like in our Korean, as our Russian, our Pinoy Dota. All of them are the same stuff. Radiant victory, guys. 36 to 26. I'm Lysander. If you like my cast, follow me on twitch.tv/LysanderZenora. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook, and he's gods. Follow him
on Twitter, on Facebook, and twitter.com/btsgods. Big thanks for joining me, Lysander, or letting me join you, I should be saying.
Yep.
And it's fun. Korean Dota, man. It's happening.
Yep. Finally, you can join me this week. You promised last week, but hey, you're here now. Radiant victory, guys. Stat screen for you guys want to see it, and I'll see you guys at the next game.